Hi, I'm Dan. I'm an economist, and I'm here to talk about interest rates. The interest rate is determined by equilibrium in the money market.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Suramya.
What's going on here?
I'm explaining interest rates.
Wow, that sounds really boring. It's about as interesting as, there's rock over there.
Oh, that's my paperweight. That's also very interesting.
Fine. It's about as interesting as interest rates, Dan. You've got to make it entertaining.
Like how?
Like this. Winter is coming.
What does winter or that costume have anything to do with interest rates?
Game of Thrones, Dan. Game of Thrones, Westeros, the stocks. We're going to explain interest rates Game of Thrones style.
Okay.
Imagine you're a poor farmer in Westeros.
Okay.
Right? You don't have much money, but you need food, you need goats. You basically, have a demand for money.
Okay, so what kind of money is this? Are they on the euro in Westeros?
No, Dan, they're not on the euro. No. Dragon coins, Dan. Dragon coins.
Okay, and so where do these dragon coins come from?
Well, they have this big bank, right?
Like a Bank of America?
No, not like a Bank of America, no. They have this Bank of Bravos.
Okay.
Bank of Bravos. And they mint all these dragon coins.
Oh, so it's like the central bank.
Yeah, anyway, central bank.
So you have the farmers, they have the demand for money, and then you
Yep.
have the central bank, the Bank of Bravos.
Bravos, yeah.
They determine the supply of money.
Exactly.
Okay, so how does this work in Westeros?
Well, let's find out. So let's say you have 300 gold coins that the Bank of Bravos has minted,
Okay.
right? And you have 4 farmers to begin with. They all seem to have weird arms and legs, but hey, this is Westeros, right?
Okay, and let's say they each want, what, maybe 100 gold coins?
Yeah, they each want 100 gold coins.
Okay, so we have 4 farmers. They each want 100, so that's demand for 400 gold coins, but we only have 300 that's been minted by the central bank. So how do we determine who actually gets the money?
Trial by combat. You give them all swords, right? And then let them fight it out to the death. And the guy who's alive at the end gets all the money. Sounds good?
Well, maybe that's how it works in Westeros, but there's another way, and it's the interest rate. The interest rate equates supply and demand through market equilibrium.
That's not. Dan, you're going full econ on me again. That's not how it works.
Okay.
Let me explain it.
All right.
Let me explain it. All right. Let's talk about these farmers, right?
Okay.
Now, this guy here, he just needs milk.
Okay.
So he says, I'm willing to pay 1 extra dragon coin next year for the 100 dragon
So
coins.
an interest rate of 1%.
Exactly.
Okay. And
Now,
he wants milk.
This other guy here, now he's a goat farmer, right? So he needs goats. He's willing to pay 2 dragon coins.
Okay. Willingness to pay at 2, so he's willing to pay an interest rate of 2%?
Exactly. Now this third guy here, he wants to build boats,
Okay.
right? And he's willing to pay 3 dragon coins.
Okay.
And this fourth guy here, he's very desperate, right? His kid is sick, and he wants some voodoo medicine.
Okay.
So he's willing to pay, let's say, 4 dragon coins.
Got it. Okay. So now we have, at an interest rate of 1%, he's willing to pay?
Yep.
He's willing to pay?
Yep.
He's willing to pay?
Boats.
He's willing to pay?
Definitely.
So at an interest rate of 1%, we have demand for 400, still only 300. So
Yeah.
then what happens?
Well, trial by combat. As I said,
No. It's the interest rate. The interest rate just
Yeah,
wouldn't be
interest
1%.
rates. Yeah.
It would adjust. It might be 2%. The central bank would say, who's willing to pay 2%? He's willing to pay.
This guy's willing.
He's willing to pay.
Yep.
He's willing to pay.
Still willing.
This guy's not willing to pay.
No, he's not going to cut it. And so I
So
guess
he won't get his milk.
No, he won't. And I think he's going to maybe like crawl into a ditch here and die.
Okay.
That's how it works in Westeros.
Okay, if you say so. But either way, we can see now how the interest rate has adjusted so that the people that want the money are the people that get the money.
Exactly. It's the problem solved.
Now, what happens though if there's a 5th farmer?
Oh.
And he comes along and he also wants the money.
Okay, so let's say this farmer comes in here and he's an outsider, but he's also an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Right? He wants to build a tavern.
Okay.
Sell beer. Doing the Lord's work.
Okay.
And he's really confident. So let's say he's willing to pay 5
Okay.
gold coins.
Okay, so at an interest rate of 2%, these 4 want it. There's only
Yeah.
300. What happens?
Well, not trial by combat, as I've learned, but I guess now the interest rate rises
Yep.
to 3%.
Oh,
because
you're
3
getting
people
it.
are willing.
All right,
Yeah,
good job.
I'm getting on
He
here.
gets it at
Yeah,
3%?
he
He gets it at
He gets
3%?
it.
He gets it at 3%? He
This
doesn't
guy,
get it.
Yeah, tell me what happens to this guy.
Let me guess. He crawls into a ditch.
Exactly.
All right, all right.
They both run rich and die. Perfect.
All right, so now we've seen how the interest rate adjusts to equate demand for money with the supply of money.
Yep. Problem solved.
Problem solved. All right. Now, here's a question. Maybe you can answer this. Why doesn't the central bank print even more and more money?
Oh.
It sounds like if the central bank could mint 400 gold coins, then 4 people would get it. If they'd mint 5, everybody could get it. These guys wouldn't have had to crawl into a ditch.
Oh, I get it. So I think we're going to have to make another video about this then.
Sounds good.
All right, and you're going to use Game of Thrones, right? Because that clearly seems to be working.
We'll see.
All right. Sounds good.